top advice for people that are giving pitches. I'm sure you could talk about this for hours, but what do you want to share?
Sure. So the big thing is so the problem solution, those are like obvious, and then traction, and then exit strategy. So I think where most founders don't do well is on that exit strategy and the traction part. So I think a lot of founders are like, here's this huge problem, and we have this idea for a solution. Where we find companies fall on their face is in the traction slide. So showing that they're able to execute and build the solution for the problem, as well as on the exit strategy. So I think a lot of people get this confused when they pitch angel investors and VCs. When someone invests in you, they want their money back with a return. So the idea, so it's great that you have a problem, a solution, you're passionate, but you also have to like make it believable that you're going to execute on it, and also tell them what your exit strategy is and how you're going to think about it. And most founders do terrible at that.
I see.
And so the advice we always give is so one of the other things with Augur that I was like aware of is we actually got the $1 million offer for the tech like pretty early on. Mm-hmm. And then it was like, we started looking at multiples of what companies that were doing our similar products were getting funding for, as well as what they were exiting for. And so we were able to kind of like know that a lot of companies were getting bought for like between this $10 to $100 million amount. There was a few exits like right when we were starting to gain traction for around 50. Okay. And so we knew that was probably the like target that we could go for. And like, yes, you can go for the $1 billion and the huge exit and be the Elon Musk. Also like $50 million as like a younger founder, or for anyone really, is absolutely life changing. Okay. And so I think a lot of people they'll say the big vision and we're going to be $1 billion company, but you want to always have optionality where it's like, we know this is an off ramp at 10 or 20 million. We know this is an off ramp at 100 million. We know this is an off ramp at 250. And then if it all goes well, we'll go public at 500 million plus.
I see. Okay. I see. Great. That is great. That is great information. Thank you for sharing that. Can I ask two questions on the traction part? Does that traction have to include, hey, here's how much revenue? I mean, are you looking for early revenue right there? Does the traction need to include revenue?
Think about it like this. Think about it like you have to make it believable. So if like Elon Musk walks in a room and says, this is what I'm going to do, I'm going to send people to space, he's probably going to get money because people will think he's able to execute on that.
Okay.
Right? If you're a first-time founder, then I think you need some kind of level of traction to make it believable. Right?
Okay.
So people are just looking for, obviously the problem and solutions exist, and I think every good investor realizes that. But the where you weed it out is what teams are going to be able to actually execute.
I love that, Paul. Thank you for sharing that. And then on the exit, does the exit have to include a 5-year financial blown out model where it's showing EBITDA over 5 years and right here's where we're going to sell? Like, does it have to be that specific?
I actually think financial projections I'm different than some VCs. I actually think financial projections are extremely telling. Not because they're accurate, but it's how the founder thinks about the company. So one of the first things I ask a founder to send me is their financial projections. It's very telling to me if they don't have it. And I'm kind of like, so I'm going to give you money and hope you do well with it. Like that would be like getting in a boat and they don't have a map. And you're kind of like, so we think we're going to cross the ocean, but we have no idea where we're going or how we're going to get there.
It's going to be really fun though. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, exactly. We know it's there. We know it'll be fine. Just jump on.
The Riderflex podcast features entrepreneurs, business executives, and the stories behind how they got there, as well as daily tips on career advice and job interviews. Our show can be heard just about anywhere these days, but you can visit riderflex.com and click on the podcast page to hear all the previous episodes and learn more about the recruiting and consulting services we provide. Contact us at the email address info@riderflex.com or 888-964-5876. Thanks so much for listening, and if you enjoy our show, please be sure to subscribe to our channel and like the episodes.